to 4 with the parenthesis, and then union 4 with the parenthesis and to infinity.
That's it. Perfect. Thank you very much. Any questions on this? Okay, let's take a look at the average rate of change of a function. And you can say, what was the difference quotient all about? Same thing. Find the average rate of change of this function from x1 equals 6 to x2 equals 10. So this is 29, and this is f of x equals 3x squared minus 5, and x1 equals 6 and x2 equals 10. How do I find the average rate of change of this function between the 2 points with x equals 6 and x equals 10? What do I need to do next? Please, what do I need to do next? First step here.
Plug in the first x1.
Exactly. So find f of 6. Find f of 10. You know exactly what I'm going to do. You already learned my style. You adopt it if you like it. Don't adopt it if you don't. But I highly recommend it. Put it in y equals. The function is 3x squared. You see the function, you make sure that it's correctly entered. I see it, 3x squared. And then it's very easy. Second table, and you plug in 6, and you plug in 10. You don't need to calculate anything. I see the first one is 103. I see the second one is 295. Excellent, done. This should be in a blink. Now what? What is the average rate between these 2 points for this function? What do I have to write next?
x2 minus x1.
Careful, it's always the y values at the top. So f of x2 minus f of x1 over x2 minus x1. Indeed, 295 minus 103 divided by 10 minus 6, which is 4. Can anyone calculate and give us the average rate of change, please? And let's move on.
$48.
Everybody got 48? I didn't check anything. I trust you. Is it 48, everybody?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's move on then. Good. Okay. Is this the equation of a circle? So that's page 5. Number 12. X minus 2 everything squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 4. Is this the equation of a circle? If you say yes, then give me the center and give me the radius. If you say no, then you cannot give me a center and you cannot give me a radius.
-1, radius 2.
So radius 2, good. And the coordinates of the center?
2, -1.
2, -1. Awesome. Let's suppose we're also asked to graph it. We always start with a center, please. 2, -1. And now make sure that you go left, right, up, down. So east, west, north, south, exactly 2 units. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Oh, my circle is anything but. Now, can anyone give us the domain between these two, in other words, and the range between these two? This will be the range, This will be the domain for the circle.
0, 4.
Indeed, the domain is 0, 4. From 0, this is 2 plus 2, 4. Perfect. And now the range,
-3, 1.
very good. -3, comma 1. Excellent. So this is -1 plus 2. I mean, further down to -3. And this is 1 and 1. Indeed. Excellent. Perfect. Good. I also want to look at one more on page, which page? Which page is the circle? Yes, 334. We'll come back to this. Okay. From all these, I want us to choose one and identify whether it's a circle or not. It's gibberish. I'm looking at it and I have no idea what that means. But if I complete the square for x, and if I complete the square for y, and the other side has a positive number, then yeah, it's a circle. But if I can't, then it's not a circle. So let's choose one to complete the square.
I'm gonna do 59.
Yes, let's copy 59. I see it. In 59, we have x squared minus 2x plus y squared minus 15 equals 0. Very good one. Perfect. So notice that there are two terms with x, but only one term with y. Y does not need anything. Y is alone, it will stay alone. Now, x squared minus 2x, I have to add something to both sides to complete the square with x squared minus 2x. Remember the four-step procedure. Identify the middle coefficient. Please.
Is it -2?
-2. Divide that by 2.
-1.
Perfect. Square -1. Remember, you're squaring a negative number.
It's 1.
Yes. Remember to add to both sides. It's absolutely mandatory, otherwise you change the problem. Now let's complete the square. These three terms are here. And then plus y squared, which is already completed. And 15 moves to the other side to join the 1. Now I need somebody to tell me these three terms are here. What are they? I need two terms that I squared to get these three.
X minus 1.
Of course. Excellent. Of course. Now, is this a circle? Yes, it is. Because I can identify the center. This is plus a quantity with x squared, a quantity with y squared, plus between the two, equal symbol, and a positive number on the other side. This is definitely a circle. It's the equation of the circle I'm looking at. So, can anyone identify the circle, this coordinates of the circle, please?
Is it 1, 0?
Indeed. There is nothing subtracted from y squared, so it's 0. And this is indeed 1 because there is a negative in there, which is perfect. That's the equation. And now the radius.
4.
Excellent. If I'm asked to graph it, it's a piece of cake. Always to graph a circle. Always. So 1, 0. And I need 4 units all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 0. And this is the equation of the circle. X minus 1 squared plus y squared equals 16. Excellent. Well done. Thank you. Yes, let's go back. Okay, back to page 344. Let's look at so a line passes through 2 points. A line passes through a point and is perpendicular to another line. A line passes through a point and is parallel to another line. So please, let's choose. Passing through 2 points, passing to a point and perpendicular to a given line, or passing.
26.
Yes. So let's look at 26. So remember the scenario. So negative 4, 6, and it's perpendicular to y equals negative 1/4 x plus 5. Okay, perfect. So here's the scenario. This is the equation of a line that we do not have, but we know 2 things about it. We know that it passes somewhere along this line. There is this point, and it's also perpendicular, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. It's perpendicular onto this line. Y equals negative 1/4 x plus 5. So the next step that you have to do immediately is write y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1. Put the point as negative 4 comma 6 and just work on the slope right now. And you'll be completing the problem in no time. No time. Now I have to think, how do I determine the slope of this line knowing that these are perpendicular?
Nothing. Simple. We flip these with simple, right?
Okay, so first I already have identified the slope of the given line. So this is, let's call it m sub 2, negative 1/4. Now how do I determine m sub 1? Yes, you can say the multiplicative inverse of this one. That's fine. Which is?
4.
4.
Yes. Why? Because only 4 times negative 1/4 is negative 1. So this is indeed 4. So please calculate the equation, simplify the equation. I'll wait for a minute, please. Plug it in and get the equation and we'll write it together. Please.
Multiplicative.
Say it again.
Multiplicative. I got it.
Good.
So y equals 4x plus 2.
Very possible. Y minus 6 equals 4x plus 4. So 4x plus 16 and plus 6. So y equals 4x plus 22. So remember we have to distribute first. So I wrote it like this so I don't have to put nested parentheses, right? So x minus minus 4 is x plus 4. Then 4 in front, and then I copied y minus 6. Then I distribute, and then I have to move negative 6 to the other side, which becomes positive 6. So this is 4x plus 22. Is this okay?
Yeah, I see which part I got wrong.
That's okay. It's better to do it now than Wednesday, right? Okay. Let's suppose I have y squared plus y squared equals 2. Does y represent a function of x? How do I determine yes or no? What do I need to do? I need to solve for I can only solve for what? We normally solve for that.
Y.
Indeed. So first I move x squared to the other side. Y squared equals negative x squared plus 2. How do I solve for y? Because I haven't finished. I only solved for y squared, but I need to solve for y. What?
Find the square root.
Say it again.
Find the square root.
Indeed, excellent. But when we find the square root, what do I have to write? If I forget that, then I'm wrong. The solution is incorrect.
Plus or minus.
Indeed, excellent. Excellent. So just give it one value. Let's say x equals 0. How many different y values do we get? You don't have to calculate anything. Just tell me what you get. If this is 0.
Negative 2.
Indeed. Positive the square root of 2, negative the square root of 2. Is this a function of x? Yes or no?
No.
No. It's not a function of x because I found one x value that corresponds to 2 different y values. That's not allowed for a function. Okay, I promise I will be quiet for 10 minutes.